I said summertime and everything's easy and I'm on the microphone with SMG and the people in the natural green.
We're getting out of this
Well
rain.
qualified to represent the LBC, and me and we were gonna run to the party, and it gets harder. Oh, it gets harder. It gets harder. It gets harder. Alright, what's going on, guys? Figured I'd test this new system I got going on here. Installed this nice couch to remind me of the good old frat house days, where I would just sit here and record. Not in this couch particularly, but I'd have my laptop on some coffee table right in front of me, my coffee, all my assorted goodies and whatnot. I got my interface here, drum set's right across from me. You see the guitar amps are right behind me. So let me get real with you guys for a second. I came out here right after smoking that bowl outside, and I just sat here playing and writing new songs for like 3 hours. And the thing is, like, that's great, and I've always loved to be creative and spontaneous and do that shit, no matter what time it comes to me, but I can't right now I would consider myself an active stoner, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, it's the 21st century, everyone's in charge of their own consciousness, I'm an artist with no obligations, but the thing is, it keeps me in, like, this continuous, spontaneous, creative mode, and I already have way too many ideas, I have so much that I have to just develop and publish, and by the time you end up getting to the ideas, they're not even relevant anymore, and you were in that state of mind at the time. And right now I'm committed to finishing this album and making sure that I have content out there to promote myself, because the point of this, guys, isn't to create great music. It's not going to sound professional. And the point of it isn't for everyone to like the music either. I'm not hoping that I become a pop star or anything. But I just want to reach the right people. I want the right people to see my videos, and I believe that this is going to lead me to the connections that I'm trying to get to. So check it out, guys. I've been pondering this question for a while, and I just came to a decision. When I left UConn, I wanted to make sure I had the right amount of LSD to get me through what I needed to create the album, which I ran out of. I told you guys this, and I'm fine with that. You know, that was an era in my life, and I've been planning on being able to box it up into a nice, definable period of time, because I want to make sure it dissipates from my system as well, you know. I'd like to get right all the way back into that normal, unmodified mind before I start to delve back into it, which I'm sure I will in the future. And similar to that, but not with the same intentions, also before I left UConn, I made sure I acquired a substantial amount of weed, you know, that could last me a while. And it's running out, and I'm wondering whether I should let it run out and also take a break from that for a while, because I find that I'm not able to to actually publish anything. I'm not getting anything out there. And I'm also all over the place, you know. I've talked about this being very impulsive and spontaneous, and I come out here to do one thing and I don't end up doing it. I ended up just writing new music all night, and I don't need new music. I already have enough that I have to get out to you guys. So I have a whole checklist that I came up with of things that I want to do, you know, systematically, and make sure that I'm getting them done. And we can go over that in a later video. And that's one of the reasons why I took 5 hours and, you know, listened to a couple Joe Rogan podcasts and rearranged everything and cleaned everything. That's very therapeutic for me in a way. It's kind of like meditating in your own little spot of creativity, and you're making sure you take care of everything and remembering what you have around you. And by rearranging everything, you're reminding yourself that things change and things are changing right now, and you're moving into a new period of life if you'd like to. You know, it makes me feel as if now this is something new, and I'm doing something completely new from what I was doing when I was in here tripping and writing. I don't know if this is going to be a period of reform or depression or enlightenment. It could go either way, but I'm hoping I stay productive, and I'm going to start getting back to normal, you know, back to society, hanging out with friends, trying to figure out a car, trying to figure out a source of income, and especially, you know, if I want to make sure I'm viewable for you guys, I need to get in shape. So, yeah, a lot of ambitions going on right now, and I'm surprised I'm doing it, you know. It's been like over 2 weeks now. So what are we doing today? Well, if you guys follow me on Instagram at Planet the Man, then you know that I committed to releasing the Canoe song within a week or something. And that entails a couple of things. First of all, we need to make sure we get some sort of cover art, I'm assuming, to go with the song. So I'm going to draw that out, and I might as well show you what that looks like. I'm going to explain the Canoe song and the changes I made the other night, but maybe we should hold on to that for a little bit. Today, we are making a Spotify account. Yes, Planet the Man is making a Spotify account, not only because I need an artist account for myself to release music, but also because, surprise, surprise, I've never had a music app. I've never had a Spotify. I've always just had the MP3s, the music files of all the bands I've liked. And guys, remember, my music taste is so laggard, it's not even funny. It's just, and I'm kind of ashamed of it. And this is something I've been meaning to do for a while because I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with the relevant music and what are people actually into, because that's the way that I'm actually going to start writing shit that people are going to want to listen to realistically. This past phase of my life, it's been about capturing what's in my heart and what's in my head, from the nature and nurture of since I was a kid, honestly. Like, I'd say this music that I've been writing is the most me. It's what I want to listen to. It's what comes to my head, or it's what came to my head. But who's to say I can't take those feelings of what I want to listen to and fuse it with what sounds good today? Ultimately, that's what's going to happen when I link up with more musicians and form a band or something. But yeah, no, I've been meaning to make a Spotify account for a while now, but I've been telling myself that I'm going to make a video about it. Trippy artist musician has never used Spotify before. Makes it in June 2020, whatever. I guess I'm just going to show my natural reactions going through it. I don't know how long it's going to take. Probably not too long, right? I don't know what it all entails, but yeah, let's get into it.
Drummer time, and the living's easy. I'm up on the microphone, rise MG. All the people in the dance shall agree that we're qualified to represent the LBC. Me and the we gonna run to the party, dance to the rhythm, it gets harder.